Lydia Daydoff, Fight Connect TV. We're here at the National Convention Centre in Dublin ahead of Taylor Cameron 2. I'm delighted to be joined by the one, the only, Mr. Frank Smith. How are we?
I'm good. There's actually two of us.
Two Frank Smiths?
There's actually a few more.
Here today?
I wonder how many Frank Smiths there are in the world. Do you think anyone can find out? I'd be quite interested to know. I reckon there's quite a few of us.
Well, you are the one and the only, right? You're the important one today, Frank.
Just in this room, I'm the one and only Frank Smith, correct.
How's things? Good to see you.
Good. It's good to be back in Dublin. It's not raining. Lovely. Went on a nice 10k run this morning. Saw some sights of Dublin, and yeah, it's good to be back.
Well, I have to say, the last time I saw you would have actually been Taylor Cameron 1. So it would have been this time last year, right?
6 months ago.
6 months ago. Six months ago.
ago.
My calendar is awful.
Yeah. We're
But
only 6 months out. So.
were you doing your kind of like fight day 5k and the running on fight week back then?
Yeah, I think we were. Today we're doing the press conference 10k. That was the plan today.
Okay, we've upped it a bit.
Yeah, we got a bit bored, so we just thought we'd go out for a 10k run and see where we could get to.
So does Frank Smith and Eddie Hearn, the Matchroom team, do you get recognised when you go running around Dublin?
Not me. Eddie, look, I'm just a T-boy in the background. Eddie gets a few beeps from the cars and a bit of love, and they just goes. Actually, I was wearing one of those hats. I look like Marv from Home Alone. So maybe they did.
Oh,
maybe
I saw your Instagram. I did.
I wore it this morning as well, so maybe they thought that was it. Sorry.
It's a good comparison, and now you have next year's Halloween costume sorted.
I know. I just got to burn. What is it? The iron or something like? Yeah. Easy work.
You think you rope Emily into maybe like going as what was the other guy's name?
I don't know, but she made me do. What did she make me do? The Addams Family the other day.
No way. Very good.
Yeah,
Good call. Good
I mean,
call.
I looked like I was just on a beach somewhere, to be honest, in what I was dressed in. But yeah.
Listen, we're back here again. A different kind of mood, it seems, this fight week. No doubt we're going to see not only a different Chantel but also a different Katie. Do you have any kind of insight into how the last 6 months have been for Katie?
No, look, obviously, we are involved with both Katie and Chantel. I think we're going to see another great fight on Saturday. The first fight delivered, and I think this fight will deliver even more. You've got Katie Taylor wants to go in there and avenge her first defeat, but I think you're going to see an even better Chantel Cameron as well. So I think we're in store for a massive night. And not looking past Saturday night, but for Katie Taylor, I'm sure she's going to be committed on going back in that ring and trying to avenge what happened in May.
Absolutely. I think there's been a few questions today, will the Irish crowd, will they deliver again? Will the fact that Katie was defeated the last time, will that impact how special the night will be? And I think, from being an Irish person on the ground over here, I think a lot of them sort of swept it under the carpet, we'll just ignore that one and we'll just wait for the next one and hope there'll be a victory there. Do you guys anticipate that we will have the same energy on Saturday night?
Look, I think one thing I love about coming to Dublin, obviously it was the first time we've been here in a long time, was when Gary Cully walked to the ring, that was actually one of the best things. That atmosphere was one of the best things I've ever seen. In terms of all the shows we've done around the world, there was something special about that atmosphere. And I think they just love boxing here. And I think take away, win, lose, draw, whatever it is, they've got a passion for not just boxing, but sport, obviously. But boxing is a special sport here, and I think we're going to see an even better atmosphere than we saw before. And I think, look, for undercard fighters as well, you saw them up there today, Thomas Carty, Gary Cully, etc. They've got huge opportunity to build something here because, it's a place where people get behind boxing. And we don't see that everywhere we go, so it's great to see. And I think, I don't think it will be any less than last time. I actually think we'll see an even better atmosphere this time around. Sold out crowd, and great to be back at the 3 Arena.
Absolutely. And I really do think that, the Matchroom brand as a whole, it carries so much weight in Ireland because Irish people, not that we've been starved of fight nights, but we've been starved of big fight nights, and they've been too few and far between. So it feels like with the kind of rolling out of Matchroom and the whole production and how you do business over here and everywhere that you go, it just invokes that sort of excitement in people, like the big dogs are in town kind of thing,
Yeah, look, the key for everything we do, boxing is the most important thing, the sport is most important, but for us it's about putting on a show as well. That's the thing we can control. Once they get in the ring, it's nothing to do with us. We can't do anything about that bit. But we want to put on a show and an event that people feel they want to be a part of and come back to. So yeah, excited for. And look, the fans make it as well. We can put all the lights up, the screens, have a bit of a sing and dance along, throw some cannons, T-shirts in the crowd. But the fans make it, and that's what made this place so special last time. And I think that's what makes it so exciting, especially for the undercard fighters, as you say. With Katie at the latter part of her career, regardless of result, has she got 2 years left? Who, you know, what time period? But I think the focus is around the fighters like Gary Cully, who can really build something here for the long run and bring big nights back to Dublin. And that's what we want to do.
Which I think is the main concern of fighters coming up, is that, I think we spoke about it before, it is the lack of opportunity and being given that blueprint or that pathway to say, okay, if I do X, Y, Z, Matchroom will be, you know, they'll have eyes on me, there could be a potential opportunity for me there, like what Jamie Morrissey, I suppose, was echoing earlier on the stage.
Yeah, 100%, but that's why we need these headliners to get the opportunities for the younger fighters coming. Look, it's a bit of a... It's tough because if someone loses and you lose that opportunity to then have headline fights, you then lose the opportunity to build these fighters coming through. It was like when we used to go to Glasgow for years with Ricky Burns, and then he suffered a lot, and it's hard to build up the events, and it's hard to then build up the undercard fighters coming through and build a story. You know, but that's why it's so important with nights like this, that the undercard fighters as well give it everything and go out there and give entertainment. Because you've got 10,000 people in that crowd that could be coming to every fight you have if you give entertainment and great fights.
Well, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Frank Smith. As always, such a pleasure. And hopefully it won't be too long till I see you the next time, right?
No worries. No, you might see another Frank Smith.
Yeah.
But in this room, there's only me.
Frank Smith for Fight Connect TV. Thank you so much. Cheers.